All right.
Stream started.
We are live.
What's up, y'all? How's everybody
we go.
doing? Good to catch up. Let's give it another 30 seconds to let people trickle in, and we'll go from there.
I'm just texting it out.
Yep.
What up? What up? Good morning for those on the West Coast. Afternoon for the East Coast ones, and good evening for the international ones. Good to hear from everybody. Hope everyone had a great weekend.
Just
Back.
yeah, no, Mike. I was just gonna say we dropped it before the show started, but we'll kind of run through a few things, and if anyone has any questions, thoughts, anything at all, make sure to drop them in the chat.
Yes, be sure to drop those questions in the chat. We're back here with our bi-monthly AMAs we've been doing before new season drops. I feel like it's always good to check in with the team and AJ, answer all questions that any community members might have, and just provide some general updates here.
Yep. Cool. Let's kick it off. I'll start with let's start there. This is my haircut moving forward. I've made the plunge. Get used to it. I've decided that this is how I'm going to roll. So me and Dewar State are twinning it up. I just need glasses. On the Vayner Sports front, as far as the agency goes, we just wrapped up a really exciting MLB draft. Baseball draft was very recent, about a week ago, and we had a really great success with the draft. We had the number 2 pick overall, Chase Burns, go to the Cincinnati Reds. And then we had the number 3 pick, Charlie Condon, go to the Rockies. And then we had, the Reds got a good arm. Hopefully the next Paul Skeens. Hopefully a fast track to the majors. He's got the ability to throw it 102 and some nasty stuff. So sky's the limit for Chase. And then we also had pick number 40, Tommy White. Those were our top 3 guys. And I'll just do a quick little inside view and note, the baseball draft is not similar to, say, the football draft or the basketball draft. In football and basketball, where you get drafted dictates what you get paid. There's no negotiating. So when a client of ours gets picked in football, we can negotiate legal terms, but there's no negotiating the compensation, whereas baseball is different. In baseball, it's done as a pool. So the team has a total allocation of what they can spend, but they can actually pay less than the slot amount. And so in this instance, there's years where teams actually, like the team with the number 1 pick, can go out and talk to the top prospects and say, hey, would you do this at a discount? Because we take you number 1, the marketability around that, the branding around that. And then also, we can pay you like you're the 4th pick, and there's nothing that says you'll be top 4. You might be the 5th or 6th pick. So if you get to go number 1 and lock in 4th pick compensation. And so right now, our guys, Chase and Charlie, both signed for over $10 million. They're tied for the record for biggest signing for a baseball amateur player ever. And we'll see what the number 1 pick gets. We believe the number 1 pick will not get $10 million, and thus our guys will be the 2 highest paid guys, which is pretty cool. And our guy Tommy White got paid like a late first rounder. So kudos and shout out to Greg and the baseball team. Our guys got paid, 2 guys got paid like the number 1 pick, and another guy that went round 2 got paid like a first rounder. So super successful draft. Also with the All-Star game, David Fry from the Guardians made the All-Star team. That was our 1 representative there, which is really awesome. So things are looking good in baseball. In football news, fall camp, training camp, those things are starting for college football and pro football. Very excited for this upcoming season. Bunch of great opportunities. And then one thing I'll quickly mention that's been fun, more on the marketing side, is our guy Sauce Gardner really caught the golf bug in a big way and made waves. And we had a call with the PGA Tour this morning. We've had a bunch of golf brands reach out, Golf Network. So I think Sauce will be doing a lot around the world of golf next offseason. But he's locked in for the season now. He's putting down the golf club. I think he played 15 days in a row, but he's not doing that starting today. So he's put down the clubs. I think he put out a tweet, a farewell to golf as work arrives. So that's been fun. And then on the UFC side, our guy Corey Sandhagen's the main event this weekend. Hyped for that fight. It's an afternoon because I think it's in Abu Dhabi. So I think it's like a 3 p.m. fight card, Eastern, noon, Pacific. So not your typical late night or evening card. So keep in mind that. But Tony Ferguson's also fighting on that card. We might even have one more fighter. I think we have 2 or 3 fights on that card. So excited for that. And yeah, that's kind of the state of the union on the sports side of things. And that's that. On the rewards front, so we're getting close. The team gave me a date that I could say as a tentative launch date, but I'm not going to even say it. I'll just say that we're call it a couple weeks away. It's a very near future. Let's call it early August. We'll get you a more definitive date once the notes don't say tentative, but are a little bit more firm. But yeah, early August coming up here quick. Maybe late next week, maybe early the following, that general ballpark. We'll get you an exact date soon. We're going to have a Medium article that highlights all the details and the points breakdown and all that. And it also highlights some of the reasoning behind the rebrand. I think in general, as you guys have seen with Sports Cappuccino and all the moves that we've made and just given the current state of Web3, what we're trying to do is just increase the accessibility of this project. I think that unfortunately the world of NFTs has a bad reputation right now, especially given the lack of bounce back in parallel to overall crypto. Obviously things like Bitcoin and ETH, et cetera, are having a much healthier last few months than the NFTs had. There's marketplaces and other projects going out of business. So I would say, long story short, when you think about anything that we're doing with positioning or branding or adjustments, it's always around accessibility. So that's that article coming on Sports Cap. Again, to that point, we're working to continue to grow the online community there so that we could use that as a funnel transparently. We haven't grown at the rate recently like we did before. So we're working through trying to unlock some, growth hacks and hurdles and understanding the algorithms on these platforms. That being said, and I'll kick it over to Cal and Michael, while Instagram Reels, which was our best front, has slowed down some, I think we are capturing some good success on other platforms like YouTube Shorts. I'll let those guys jump in for a second.
Yeah, Michael. So yeah, YouTube recently. So we launched on Instagram and Twitter first, and then have expanded to Facebook, Reels, YouTube, as well as TikTok, obviously. And yeah, we've been seeing a lot of recent success on YouTube Shorts, as AJ mentioned, with more than 150,000 views in the last 30 days. And yeah, our videos of the lighthearted content with the blind ranking and others are doing numbers on YouTube. So yeah, it's just about making platform specific content. So with the iterations that and the content that we put out, as AJ said, using different growth hacks to tap into the YouTube algorithm is different than the TikTok algorithm, is different than the Instagram algorithm. So yeah, we were growing at a fast rate for probably a month there, a few hundred followers every day on Instagram. That completely halted. And so, yeah, we are, in sort of phase 2 where we're looking across all these different platforms and figuring out, okay, we want to get to X goal on YouTube. We want to get to X goal on Facebook, X on, and then be able to, as we said before, the goal is to promote Vayner Sports VSP initiatives. So build that sports audience outside of what we're doing here with, rewards and VSP, and be able to, get more people involved. So yeah, Michael, if I missed anything, feel free to chime in.
Yeah, that's the vision. Create a strong, passionate online sports community and funnel them through to what we have to offer here at VSP and Rewards. We know we have it's a strong value point. We've sent dozens and even honestly hundreds of people to sporting events, got them all this signed memorabilia, all this awesome value that we have to provide. We need an audience to actually sell that to, and we need more people so that we could have them attend events and have tickets not go to waste and have just more people in a broader sports community. And that's the vision behind launching Sports Cappuccino in the first place. That social media account that we're doing right now, all we're doing is posting 3 to 4 short form pieces of video content every single day, increasing that audience, gaining all those subscribers on YouTube on every single platform, and trying to funnel them down into firstly the reward program and possibly later down the line all the VSP stuff. And one of the big moves that we're making to kind of jumpstart that is changing the rebrand of the VSP Rewards program to Vayner Sports Rewards, just as a general launch. And so what you'll see is it's going to be a completely new design website that's going to be very Vayner Sports brand and theme. The URL is even going to change to rewards.vaynersports.com. And I think this is going to be one of the best seasons yet. We have 7 or 8 different products that we're going to be launching, not just merch items. We're launching a coffee brand. We got mugs. We got some VCon specific items as well. And from all different price ranges, from as cheap as $10 to as expensive as $120. And so we're excited to continue to grow this program, both on the reward side, on the merchandise, and then also obviously on the event side. But it all starts at the top with posting short form content and growing that sports audience.
Yeah, I think in a lot of ways, we almost kind of have the reverse approach to a lot of brands, where a lot of brands that have staying power in the sports vertical start off as content. And then once they build an audience, they create subsequent, business units and opportunities. And it's almost like we took the other way, where given how NFTs were going and the opportunity at hand, we started with call it the non-content aspect of the business. But I think layering on the content is what gives us an opportunity to sustainably grow, sustainably create awareness, and sustainably diversify. So that's kind of where we're at with that. Continue to grow it. Cal, I think you're going to jump in, so I'll let you.
Yeah, the one other thing I was going to say about the rewards is, if you missed it, we put out an announcement mid last week around the new Wallet Connect feature. And so if you've ever connected a wallet to the VSP site, that is attached to your account, and you will never have to sign a message or connect the wallet again for your bonus points and for your VSP points when you purchase said product in season 2. So yeah, go just check out that announcement. Make sure you go to that Discord wallet verification channel and just check what wallets you have connected. Make sure those are your ones with your VSPs to allow you to get all the points that you deserve. And so, yeah, I just want to make sure no one missed that on the rewards front. More to come in the Medium article and others. But yeah, that's something that's a feature that was launched and locked in. So just check what wallets you have connected, and that'll be the last time you have to connect to the VSP account moving forward.
Yeah, and going forward, you won't have to sign another wallet message when you're entering raffles or even getting bonus points for those merch purchases on the rewards front. That was something in season 1, you had to sign a message to purchase the hat, and there were some mobile issues there. We're getting rid of all that and just making it a much easier consumer flow process to be able to just access everything.
I see a question from Ron here. Can we get a sneak at possible point breakdown similar to season 1 or more series 0? Ron, we've got all the point allocations locked in. We've got a graphic made up. I won't tease anything because it's coming soon, and I just want that to go out. But yeah, I would say from the different price points Michael alluded to and how many VS points you'll get for different VSPs, it is solid. It's better than
it's probably more similar to season 1 than season 0. I would say
probably
more variety and more accessible price point. That makes it more similar, in my opinion.
And more points.
And yeah, I would say as far as like the point-ish breakdown, leaning a little bit on the season 0 than season 1 side, but variety and consumer flow wise, more. It's again, we've learned so much in these 8 months since we launched in October. And so like we're only getting better from an economic standpoint, from actually figuring out what rewards do well versus what don't, and just figuring out how to scale that.
Agreed. I think Michael froze. Michael, you there? Yep, we got you back. Michael, you hear us? Cool. Great.
Yeah, sorry, office Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I know it. VCon. So when are we putting out official messaging around, time, location, on everything?
We've put out messaging around the VSP event. We haven't put out any messaging around what we're doing inside of VCon. Just been waiting. We'll have it by this week on the VCon team. And then Black Card Dinner
and the bowling and all that.
Yeah, those 2 things we put out messaging and been in touch with. Both.
So yeah, excited for the Black Card Dinner on Thursday night, as well as the bowling event. And then to give you a little bit more insight, similar to last year where we had a booth activating at VCon, we will have a booth at Friends Fest. The idea is that it's going to be semi-interactive. We're going to have an interactive portion, a little competition, which is always healthy. And we'll have some prize associated with that. So brush up on your variety of sports skills. Although I do love it. And I'm in the same boat. I'm not good at every sport. It's always fun watching somebody that's really good at one sport do something that they're not as practiced at, and just seeing the dichotomy of like sniping a soccer ball, but not being able to do something else, or vice versa. So I'm excited for that. And then also we're going to be capturing content. This is something I'm excited about. Sports Cappuccino, we've been doing that fun content, and we're going to have it so that we're going to be capturing some content with the community as well. So be on the lookout for that. Michael Cow, I don't know if you want to add.
Yeah, we'll be there all 3 days. We have a booth under the Sports Cappuccino name. We'll have kind of like, as AJ was alluding to, some sporting events there and some fun stuff. We'll have new stuff at the booth every single day, both from a content perspective and from just various interactions there. Just waiting to see the final placement, but it's going to be an action-packed VCon for us for sure. And definitely stop by. We're going to be giving away some stuff, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
And then, Thursday night is the VSP official event. And I know it was in rewards, and, 7 of you redeemed it. But there's the golf Thursday morning as well. We've got a VSP team. So it's a big Thursday to Sunday. So safe travels, everyone, to LA. I see Ron's question, how many coffee roasts will be available? I will say initially 120 coffee roasts will be available. And then, it'll ebb and flow as demand picks up. But
wait, I want to make sure you're saying there's 120 packages of one flavor, right? I don't know if he's asking how many flavors.
Okay. Ron, can you clarify?
One flavor.
One flavor. Exactly.
Yeah. And then 120 units, just in case. I don't know which one you were asking, but that was that. I also want to, before we keep going, shout out to Michelle Urso. I saw your comment in the chat. Welcome. In terms of your increased activity. So I appreciate you joining today and the activity. Frank, unfortunately, I'm not playing golf on Thursday. The Vayner Sports Company retreat is in California, although a different part of California that week. And so I'm driving up Thursday afternoon from the Vayner Sports retreat right to VCon and bowling / black card dinner. So unfortunately, I'm not golfing as much as I'd like to.
Yes, shout out Michelle. So 2 more things on the rewards front that I wanted to mention. We're actually including a referral program as well. This is like a new technology that we implemented where every single person on your profile, you'll be able to see a little referral code. And if you get a new user to sign up and they input your code and they end up getting anything in the merch store, both sides are going to be getting extra points. So that's something that we have implemented there. Super simple. And then just as it was previously, certain badges are going to earn you extra points as well upon purchases. So that's something that's kind of just been stacking as seasons has been going on, just from that loyalty perspective.
With college football coming in.
And then we just got a question from Neil here.
Hey, Neil. Listen, I appreciate that. If it's free, we'll take it. When it's not free, it's just a matter of ROI and what's within the budget and all that. So shoot. I wonder if there's maybe there's some banners or something, or I don't know. We can look, and especially given, why don't we, Mike, why don't we look at the materials that we have for the booth at VCon, and we can think about if there's something to do with that for anybody that wants to support like Neil.
For sure. And I'll throw it out there as well. We've offered this up to all the VSP community members. If anyone has a passion for content, wants to be in clips, has an idea for certain stuff for Sports Cappuccino videos, we're open. We've had some VSP holders on the channel. We've recorded some stuff also that's going to be coming out. So if anyone here has a passion for content, we have an avenue here for you to express that and help the brand.
The one other thing I want to touch on is it's the National this week. We're talking about Sports Cappuccino. We've actually got a fun giveaway going on Friday, and I will be boots on the ground. I know, AJ, you're going to the National as well, I think a little earlier, but there's a V-Friends. You're not going to?
I'm there for like 18 hours, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay, quick stint. But there's a V-Friends cards tournament, sanctioned cards tournament on the Friday night. Hosted by Josh Courage, and as Sports Cappuccino, we are a sponsor. So yeah, if anyone's going to be there, yeah, we've got a few different things going on, but yeah, look out for a giveaway from Sports Cap. It's a fun one on Friday. So
real quick, I actually want to edit something I said earlier. I made a mistake. My brain is not running a million miles an hour. Corey Sandhagen is in 2 weeks. Next week, we have the co-main event, Curtis Blades fighting in England against Tom Aspinall, the interim heavyweight champ. So we've got that for the main event, which we're excited about. So yeah, we have the co-main event next weekend, and then we have the main event the weekend after that. So I just wanted to fix what I said earlier because it was incorrect. Cool. Let's see what else is in the chat. Liquid Sport Card, good stuff. Hit us up for sure in terms of sports cap content. We could have it be if you're opening up a sports card shop too, it could be cool to make it either sports card related content or something like that as well. Could promote yourself a little bit through that.
Yeah, and we'll have a lot of sports card content coming up with the National, also looking into some stuff with Fanatics Fest after as well. So, and we've been doing a lot of like box breaks that we'll continue to doing in the rewards for the next season, hopefully on a more kind of consistent basis, both from the VFriends cards and the general sports cards. Going to be trying chasing more Vayner Sports clients. We got a new item that we're going to be giving away just for people that try and hit those Vayner Sports clients in the cards as well. So, fresh season, fresh rewards with 8 months of learning under our belt, and I think this is going to be one of the best seasons yet for sure.
Anyone else got any questions, make sure to drop them in the chat.
Yeah, and keep on the lookout for that Medium article that's going to release with the official launch date, all the point breakdowns, and then we'll obviously always be here to answer more questions in the Discord, or if you want to chat online, always available for you guys.
Let's see.
But,
or how do we sign up for the event for VCon?
So we have a few spots available left for the bowling event on the Thursday night right before VCon. Open up a support ticket in the Discord, and then we'll get you rolled up to make sure that we can get you there. I know we have like a few spots left. We haven't been taking +1s just because we had like a limited selection for that, but we do have a few spots available. So if you are a VSP holder and interested in attending that bowling event in VCon, highly suggest you open up a support ticket in the Discord as soon as possible because those spots are filling up.
And it's right in LA Live, so it's right where VCon will be. So
the event's 7 o'clock, right, Cal?
7 Pacific time, 7 LA time.
Yep.
I believe aka Mint Condition asked if I got sauce on the course. We keep missing each other. I invited him last Tuesday. He couldn't make it work, and then he invited me on Saturday. And unfortunately, I was out of town. Would have been fun, but I'll just have to catch him next off season. I don't think I'll get him on the sim. Most people don't want to drive over an hour just to hit out of a sim, so I don't see that happening. He's also building his own sim. So he and I have talked about sims a lot because I'm giving him guidance. But yeah, I don't see that happening. But definitely going to get it on the course next winter.
AJ, is he better than you already?
Man, if he catches me on the wrong day, maybe. Not on a good day. On a good day, I'm definitely better. But he's already shooting in the 90s, and he's only been playing for like a month. So
pure athlete.
That's elite. That's just elite athleticism.
Yeah. So Dylan Price asking about the Spec Olympic Pass. So that's a special hollow event that they're going to be running. We'll have more announcements on that definitely this week, Cal, if you want to touch on that a little bit.
Yeah. So that, I believe the redeemable ends tomorrow. And last time I checked, there was one spot left, but 55
sold
probably
out.
been redeemed. Okay, cool. So it's sold out. So yeah, that'll be essentially, one of our digital competitions. As Michael said, Hollow is running it, but Michael and I are supporting. And yeah, it's I'll say that there'll be 5 different events. There's some that are team, some that are individual. And yeah, we're looking to kind of recreate the Olympics in a fun digital way within our community in Web3. And so, yeah, you'll see that. And I'm sure that'll be the first of many more digital competitions to come. But yeah, I'm super excited for it. And details will come tomorrow in terms of specifics around the events and stuff. But yeah, if you redeemed, I'm pumped for you.
Yeah.
I see.
And with the fall, yeah, and just on that note, with the fall coming up, obviously going to be a lot of digital competitions there with all the different UFC fights and football starting up and basketball and hockey. It's fall is always at that time of year where sports kind of picks up way more than the summer, and that's why you might have seen not as much activity over the last month or so. But once we hit mid to late August in the fall and the sports are up and running, we'll definitely be way more active.
I see a question from SoCal here. If we want to come and hang but not commit to bowling because of timing, can we? Yeah, so we have a certain amount of spots allocated in the space, and then we have a certain amount of bowling lanes. Again, yeah, maybe just open a ticket and we can work through that. Yeah, if you don't want to commit to bowling but want to show up, we can make some work there. And then I see Dewar State. What ended up being the word on 2-on-2 postponed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Injury got in the way. We're going to put it back on the books. We just need the injury timeline and then my brother's schedule to line up. So whenever that begins, we will make it happen. That'll still happen.
Yes.
100%.
yeah, still happening. Just waiting on the injury recovery.
Fly in Thursday night for VCon. If I get in time, can I just pop over to the bowling event to see the gang and chill out? Mike, again, just potentially open a ticket in RSVP, and we'll work through kind of case by case. We just want to make sure that we have you on the list because of the allocated spots we have. So,
And yes, my brother is now on the injured list too, although that'll be a quick recovery. For those that don't know, he was playing basketball, I want to say last Thursday or Friday or Saturday, caught an elbow on a rebound, stitches, nasty black eye, looking like Drew Dober exactly. Yeah, I had a Zoom with him this morning, and you know how black eyes heal, so it looks even worse now because it's just getting darker and purple. It'll be fine in a couple days, but certainly a look for him sporting to the National Sports Card Convention. Yes. Yeah, it was a clean elbow to the eye socket. Not the most exciting.
Let's see. So, in addition to referral links, are you planning a way to take advantage of Vayner Sports rewards without having to purchase merchandise to earn points? The current legal advice that we've been given for the actual, in order for this to run and to be able to award points, both from the VSP bonus points and from the actual merch items, there has to be some point of purchase between parties in order to initiate that. That's the guidance that we've been given so far. It's still all up in the air with the legal advice around like rewards programs and everything. So this is the route that we've been sticking with right now. If we get advice that has different opinions, then we could explore that. But this is the route that we're taking, at least for this season, and continuing to do that.
We're being particularly conservative because being an NFT project puts us in other layers of scrutiny. I think if there wasn't the NFT crypto component of our project, I'd be a little bit more willing to bend, but we got to be conservative. We're under a microscope, both in terms of being crypto and just the Vayner brand has an extra lens on it too. Cool.
Awesome. I think we're all set here. Any more questions, let us know. Medium article probably dropping later this week with the official launch date and all the point breakdowns, and you'll see all the different merch items that we're releasing. And yeah, you'll see all the things that you need to know for the upcoming Vayner Sports Rewards rebrand. Excited for you guys to see the new website and everything, and it's going to be a fun one for sure.
Cool. Appreciate everybody taking their time on a Monday. Good to hear from some of y'all, see some of y'all, and we'll be in touch and see a lot of you at VCon. Looking forward to it.
See you at VCon. Thank you, guys.
Take care, all. Thanks. See ya.